Drum roll.
Ta-da.
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 I want that ta-da. I guess I could program.
I think you could.
I can program a sound, a ta-da. But today is a real ta-da. Right, Hal?
Right, Robert. But do you know what I want first?
The kiss.
The kiss.
Yes, it's what everybody
The
waits for.
mandatory kiss
The
at
kiss.
the opening of the show. And I want you to remember this one. Because do you remember?
Okay, I've been great.
Remember our
I know
last-
how you
Remember our
should forget.
last live? You
I
didn't
don't know
believe
why.
me?
I don't know why.
Right? Right?
How could I forget?
I love you.
Oh,
And why is today such a ta-da day,
well,
Robert?
it's Ta-da Tuesday.
Ta-da Tuesday. And what was my post this morning? What did I tell you?
You testing me?
Yeah. What is today? What is the date?
16.
Right. So what did we?
So Sweet 16.
Right. And I love numbers.
You do love
I mean,
numbers.
you're my number one. You were born on March 1st.
Yeah, so we tried to go live
At
at
4:20,
4:20.
which was the goal.
We didn't accomplish
Well,
that today.
all truth be told,
Yes.
you said this is a very important moment to document with some bubbly. So
That's
that
very true.
is the
That's very
reason,
true.
right? We have a
So
reason
we did.
why we're a
So
little
we had
late.
and
So,
we had to take a couple of
so if you have any bubbly
So
at
we,
home, we encourage you to go get it because we'd like you to cheers to us
so
together.
so before we
Why, oh,
toast,
why?
we'll tell you why we're toasting.
But let's
And
talk.
then we'll toast.
Okay, there's
What?
better the numbers, right? Like
16.
So 16. So we said 16 is forever going to be an important date in our lives.
Right. Because this is the day
This is the
that
day.
finally, we've been working on this for a while.
Oh my goodness,
We
it's like surreal.
yeah, so hollyandrobert.com
Holly and Robert. This Holly
has
and Robert.
has officially gone live, and we're very excited about that. And contained within
And
our
what he
new
means is, wait,
website,
Holly and Robert. Right. Well, Holly. Right. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
hollyandrobert.com, and
right, right.
and
But within the
contained
Holly and Robert brand,
within our website is our new podcast, Between Over and Next, that you'll find right on our website or on any of the places where you get your podcasts. So we're very excited about that. We've launched episode 1 as well as our trailer. So we encourage you and ask you to please check that out. Subscribe. And if you like what you hear, please leave a review. That would be very helpful.
mean a lot.
To us. But we'll tell you more in a moment. But we're going to toast to our latest and greatest,
Our next adventure.
our next adventure,
together
hollyandrobert.com,
with you.
and Between Over and Next. So let's drink to that.
Living in the moment, everybody. So
You
we're
gonna hold that
drinking.
here, or should I put that
Oh my
down?
God, I think I need it here. But I'll tell you something. We're
I
drinking
don't
them.
wanna-
I just want everybody to know that we are drinking them in our Perrier Jouet glasses, which were from our wedding day.
Yes, our wedding day. That's true. I'll drink to that.
32 years ago, March 14th. Another very special number in our lives. But that's crazy because if you add 3, 1, and 4, it adds up to 8, and 8 plus 8 equals 16. Yes, I'm a nutcase. So, Robert.
Rich is on.
Hi, Rich. Mwah. We are doing fabulous, and we really hope whoever is with us today will take the time to check out our website, which is hollyandrobert.com. And on there, you will find
And here's our website. I'll
a
just show you
variety
really
of
quick.
content.
We're very, very proud of it. Holly's worked very hard.
we have worked very hard.
We have worked
The
very
beautiful
hard
thing about Holly and Robert, we
launch
really are
this.
partners in life and business, and we leverage our skill sets
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
So you can learn a lot more about us. Lindsay said she loved the timeline, which I'm particularly proud of, our journey through the years. We have videos on our About Us and Learn pages, our podcast,
here.
our blog. We want to educate you. We want to entertain you. We are excited to be offering a lot of great content. So at the bottom of the homepage, you can join our mailing list to stay informed. which
Yeah,
Robert
right
showed you
there,
right now.
right there.
So
And we want to thank
please.
Phil Cantor
Well, most of the photos on our website.
Our
Big
from our
thank
photo
you.
session with our good friend and amazing photographer,
Professional photographer.
Phil Cantor.
We did, we walked the walk, and we believe, I love the photos. We are so grateful that we were able to do this shoot with him, because everyone always tells you how important it is to have headshots. But, we did a variety of shots, and we had different wardrobe changes, and it was a really great day together. And we knew we were in the best possible, capable professional hands. So, with a wonderful sense of style. So I think he captured the essence of Holly and Robert for you to enjoy. You'll see we invested in design work for our cover art, which I love, our caricature. And that's another photo from Phil. What?
No, I was just going to share that what you were talking
so
about.
That's so episode 1 is pretty much about learning more about Robert and Holly. I think it's the perfect dose. It's a half-hour episode that you start the journey with Holly and Robert, and that's us. And we are going to learn and grow and thrive together with each other. We're going to learn from and with each other, and a lot of the episodes that are going to be coming out every Tuesday some of them are going to be Robert and I sharing lessons learned and wisdom and talking about the pivot and relationships and a host of other things. But then we also have a lot of amazing guests. And we are going to continue to bring these stories to you because I believe there are so much nuggets of goodness that we can learn from others' experiences.
I agree. And that's really, like I think I said in one of our episodes, maybe this first episode, is that our goal is to seek out the people who have great information, stories to share, wisdom. I was just talking earlier today to someone about how I wouldn't know what I know now if I weren't where I am now. Having gained that knowledge through the years. So I'm very excited about.
But I think in all walks of our life, because we have been not only in the wedding and event space, and Robert's done a lot of work in the non-for-profit space, and there's a lot of opportunity for directors of development and fundraising at those organizations to do better and to actually really raise funds through opportunities that they may not have actually implemented yet. We also have been, as many of you know, in the cannabis space, the video space, and really what we love is event production. And whether it be in person, virtual, or hybrid, they are all have purpose. So what would really mean a lot to us is on the homepage, on the bottom of the website, please sign up to stay informed. And every Tuesday, we will be sending out an email with what's hot and happening at Holly and Robert, with blog articles and podcast episodes.
And if you just subscribe, and Rich said he just subscribed.
Oh, thank you, Rich. We appreciate your support and your love. And we are stronger and better together. I say that a lot, but I really do believe that there is so much opportunity to deepen connection. So the other places that you can, if you go to the Learn page or on the homepage, you will find a fabulous tip sheet that we put together about how to engage an audience virtually. So we're really proud of that. What they say in the world of course creation, freebies or lead magnets. But we really want to provide as much value as possible. So we have that. That's on 2 places on the website. And then we also have coming in March, the enrollment, some signups for a couple of free webinars, one about the new normal, one about creative storytelling. And then stay tuned. Oh, and then there's opportunities to book a discovery meeting with Holly and Robert, us, to talk about what you want personally and professionally, what your next big thing is. And that's our coaching opportunity. And then we're going to have some courses for those that really want to really up level their video skills, their if they want to pivot, right, from a 9 to 5 to entrepreneurship and side hustles and retirement and hobby to business. I mean, there's so many things that you may not have even considered, or maybe you have, and you just didn't know where to start. So we are going to have workshops and courses, and some are free and some are not. But no matter what, there is really something for everybody, right?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
and it's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun because, just like Robert said, we invested the time and money to create this space because we've had so much, I guess, experience along the way the past 30 years, ever since, as Robert's wearing his Wedding Podcast Network shirt.
I had to wear it in honor of our inaugural, the release of our first episode of our new podcast to bring us back to 2005,
Circle of Life, everybody.
where it all began. And I have to tell you, I was just as excited then as I am now, but even more
Isn't that
so
crazy?
knowing that I was right. Podcasts were going to
Mhm.
be a big thing. I didn't know how long it would take to do that, but I knew that there was something there, and
You did. You know what?
um,
You really are an innovator. You are a pioneer. You had, like you said, you had the foresight. You did. And you knew it was something that was going, again, it was storytelling. You've been a
right.
storyteller and a
And
documentarian, but I have to tell you, even though Stacy did
the
create our first logo, hand drawn,
right?
right? I will tell you, Eileen, right? Siegel
hmm
created this logo. And I love Wedding Podcast Network's logo. And I have loved we collaboratively created Kind of Pop-Up's logo. And then we invested in some professionals to create our logos, our landscape and our vertical logos.
So, yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead. It's
No,
fine.
what I was going to
Sorry.
say, so one of the things that we're going to bring to you is the fact that, and we go into this in our episodes, in the first couple of episodes that you'll hear, is that, you know, we've done all of this. This is not, so much of what is out there today, what people are
Mm.
teaching like like
That,
teachers, like college professors
right.
who teach from a textbook, right? But have never been actually out in the field and have done it. That there is so much of that today in the world of coaching. It's like, well, I've read about this, so I'm going to teach this to you. What we're going to share with you is what we have lived, what we have done. Um,
And that includes the things
and
that like, I hate to use the word failure, but
no,
like not even
the learning
the
steps is
learning
just gonna,
steps.
just gonna say, people look at entrepreneurs, right? When they start new businesses. Like we have a friend who's a friend now, we were introduced through another friend who is always on the lookout for the next big thing. And you see him, doing these things, right? Starting businesses, building things and transforming things. And sometimes he moves from one to the next, but you could see what he's learning along the way. And as entrepreneurs, someone who's not familiar with the entrepreneurial lifestyle may look at that as, well, we can't get something off the ground, when no one looks at the corporate world that way, right? I have friends that have been in numerous jobs in the corporate space. Well, no one looks at that as failures, right? It's like, oh, you just got a new job, right? Well, as entrepreneurs, we start businesses and create new things and new opportunities. That's how we grow and change and evolve and increase our value.
And we're going
So
to
never
share.
look at that as a failure
No,
necessarily, but as a learning experience and as something that you can add to your toolkit
but
that will make you better
there's
and
also,
more valuable as you go forward.
so we start with a blank canvas. Every single time we start, it's just an idea. It's just an idea,
Right.
right?
And sometimes it wakes me up in the middle of the night.
And but then there are things that just, you do have to trust your gut. And we're going to be talking about all of this in our podcast and all of this through our blog and when we come live to you, because you
We should
really
drink champagne all the time when we go.
Okay, you like
Not.
that? Oh, I think that's a one. Celebrating life is really, that's what I want you all to do. I want you to celebrate your lives personally and professionally all the time. I want you to be proud of who you are, what you do, how you show up, who you want to connect with, who you want to surround yourself with, what you want to learn. Be a lifelong learner. So I am really proud of the mission and values section on our About Us page, because I really do believe in every single one of those things that we identify with. You know, the one thing is everything on that website is our truth. It is our truth.
We didn't have to make up anything.
And I will tell you that this is something we've been looking forward to, but I'll tell you something. It's been in the works. I mean, there is so much that goes on behind the scenes. We're going to share it. We're going to share the journey, because honestly,
That's going to be one of the episodes.
and I'll tell you something. I go through 13 revisions of something. If I don't like something, I go on the next. I have canceled working with some people to make sure that we get like the most excellent output. And that matters to me. I mean, I want to be proud of what we do. And I want you to look at it and saying, you know what? I can do that too.
Well, just to give you a little sneak peek at the first few episodes of Between Over and Next, that you have to look forward to, is a really great interview with two people who are very close to us, a little bit closer to Holly than me, because they came out of her. And that's Lindsay and Alex, our two children, join us on an upcoming episode of the podcast, as well as some really special people
That have
in
been
our
in our
lives.
lives. So we know it's the people you meet along the way. And we say that, but we mean it. The people that we meet along the way, and we learn from them. And we're really proud of the people that have come into our lives. But it's been mutual. It's been really amazing. I mean, people all over this country. And, you know, it's crazy because it's almost 20 years since we launched Wedding Podcast Network.
2005.
Okay. So that's 20,
First generation iPod.
And our kids are in their 20s. And that is what we focus on, because we really feel, you know, when you talk about Between Over and Next, you are talking about the stages of life and the transitions and the thresholds. And I really believe, and this is something we talk about with our kids on the episode, is really about, you know, you go from high school as a teenager, and then while you're in college, you become 20. And then you're figuring out what your career is. You're figuring out, you know, who you are, who your relationships, personally and professionally. You know, do you live at home? Are you independent and live outside? And you know what? We learn from our kids all the time. So we are excited about bringing that to you, because it is about family. Family matters to us. And we know the family matters to you. We know anybody tuning in here, it matters. But you're going to have takeaways. We promise you that, because we are focused on giving you value-driven tips and advice and lessons learned all along the way. We're going to share. We are going to pull the curtain back.
That's it.
That's it.
Not the shower curtain.
So let's
Put
click
the
one more
curtain
time.
Yeah, I'm going to pour my.
Okay, can I have a little more?
You want a little bit?
May I please?
I want to pour. Hang on.
And we welcome, by the way, not only your reactions to our posts, your comments matter. Please follow us on all of our channels. Okay?
Yes, and please do subscribe to our podcast, Between Over and Next. It's available on all the major podcast
And you'll see it in the footer.
directories.
You'll see on the
I-
podcast
iTunes,
page, on the footer.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google,
And you can watch the video on YouTube.
Odyssey, Amazon, all of the podcast directories have listed our podcasts, so you can subscribe there. That way, through the beauty of the RSS feed, you will have a brand new episode in your
Inbox.
listening device, your computer or your phone, each week on Tuesdays. When we release it, it'll be there for your listening pleasure. And if you want to view the video version of the podcast, head on over to YouTube and you can watch the episodes there as well.
But I will tell you on that note that I am a multitasker. And I personally, I know that a lot of people love the video version. I will tell you, I love listening when I spin on my indoor spin bike, and I love listening when I get in the car. And it's automatic. Those two places is where I listen to my podcast. And that is a really great way to get your exercise in and get some of your errands done and still be fueling your mind with some really great talk-worthy podcasts.
Exactly.
So
that's it, huh?
we appreciate you tuning in. And we're looking forward to you following us and being part of this journey with us.
And check out our website, hollyandrobert.com.
And now podcast Between Over and Next.
Put that up there. Yep, hollyandrobert.com. Check it out. Our podcast is there. Our blog is there. You can click on the button that says subscribe, and all of the podcast directories are there. You can subscribe in any one of them. And again, if you like what you hear, please
write
leave
a
us
review, please.
a review. That
It
would
means so much
mean
to
a
us.
lot.
I'm going to give you a big heart, okay? Big
Okay,
heart.
one more kiss.
One
Holly,
more
and a
kiss and one more
clink.
a clink and a kiss. And we wish you a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, January 16, 2024. Oh my goodness, 2024. Guess what the numbers add up to in that?
I don't know. I'm not good at adding.
8. No, 2, 2, and 4.
Wow.
And 8 times 2 is 16. I hope
That's
your
fantastic.
16th day of January was the best one yet, because I'll tell you something. We love beginnings and we love being with you.
And we love what's next. So stay tuned. Thanks for being here.